on the wins?
This is a great win by our guys. I thought we shared the basketball awfully well tonight. I thought we really guarded them exceptionally well. I was not going to lie, I was really worried watching them on film. They played 5 guards and how quick they were, and they shot it well. I mean, these guys they're 34-1, 2 now. They're good. And I just was hoping we can keep them in front, and I thought we did a great job. But what do I say about, I wish we had 6 chairs up here for Tommy Williams. What do I say about these guys here who shared the basketball, bought into what we believed in? We knew their pressure, we prepared for it, we kept talking about it, and if we just kept looking down at the basket, their pressure is really good up top. But the closer you got to the basket, the easier it was for us to score. And these guys shared the basketball exceptionally well, unselfish.
Questions?
Joe, talk about your defense. I mean, the first half, you were just all over.
Well, these kids have really bought into executing the game plan, and I just thought we made them have to hit tough shots and shoot tough shots. And then, I'll be honest, guys, when you don't play against this guy here, EJ, every day, you go in that lane like you normally do. It's an eye-opening experience for a lot of people, and that's why our league this year is so freaking good. But they also, he probably had 30, 40 less block shots this year because they just passed the ball back out, even though they had a layup. I thought he altered a lot of shots in the lane. When they did get in the lane. But I thought we rebounded really well. Our goal is to limit their number of second and third chance points and make sure they just don't get to the rim.
EJ, you had a size advantage, but they came at you. Were you glad to see that? I mean, they came at you and you swatted it back out.
I'm not surprised. I mean, they're really aggressive. We saw them on film. They dropped to the basket, get a lot of offensive rebounds. But even though I wasn't blocking the shot, I was altering the shot, and we took a couple charges when I wasn't around the rim. So they're a really good team, but we just didn't want to play to them.
Keith, talk about the effort. This was all around pretty strong, wasn't it? Both ends of the court.
Yeah, I just kind of want to go out, these are my last 2 basketball games, ever, before I go and put on the shoulder pads and the helmet. So, I just wanted to, leave it all on the court, give my guys everything for my last 2 games.
EJ, they're not tall, but they've done a really good job of out-rebounding teams this year just by leaping.
Yeah.
How did you guys stop that leaping?
We're pretty athletic, too. We have a lot of size also. They're a very athletic team. But we had to box out. That's what we worried about all in practice. Our JV guys, they really made us box out. We had to run a lot because our JV guys was grabbing a lot of rebounds. So this wasn't anything new, but we just focused on rebounding and knew they get a lot of their points off second chance shots. So.
Jalen, talk about the team effort. I mean, you got 7 guys that did something for everybody.
The team effort was the team effort was great when Brazil fouled out. Well, not fouled out, but had 4 fouls.
Right.
We all had to step up, and I think we all did good, especially with Tommy.
Do you feel like you had to add something offensively too? Because you did. Did you feel like you had to pick up the pace offensively?
Oh yes. Tommy had to run point guard, and we all had to scatter. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
What was that like for you going through that stretch where you're sitting on the bench watching your guys and Curie cuts up a 9 and then they go back and extend the lead?
Tough, but I believe in these guys. Coach always tells them when I'm not in and when EJ's in, we have to play the same and push each other to become the best. So really just it was tough for me, but I knew they could do it because I believe in my players and I believe in the coaches and what they do.
Coach, having this group down here last year, did you see that as an advantage?
Most definitely. I mean, I'll be honest, guys. I mean, these guys are as well prepared as any team to come up here for a state tournament as you can be. And I know people played good schedules. I don't think anybody's played as good a schedule as we have. I mean, the number of state champions that we played against. I think our assistant coach, I don't know what the record is now, but at one time the record was 530 something to 200. And we've played against 8 teams that have been in the Final Four of their state title or tournament. They've won four teams have won state titles. These guys have seen every type of team, every type of player that you can imagine. And, you know, I credit these guys because they keep striving to want to allow us to coach them and trying to keep them getting better. Last year's run absolutely makes this a lot easier. Everybody knows kind of what to do. But I think we've been preparing for this, since we walked off this podium last year. And then I think our schedule and our administration allowing us to do that schedule has prepared us for games like this. Because like I said, if this was the first time we've seen a Curie team play something like that, I think our guys wouldn't be ready for it. But we saw Vashon play, and they played just like it. And we handled that pretty well. And so, I credit these guys because they come to work every day and get better.
What's your thoughts on Evanston?